up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. You already know who this is, so let's get it started. Guys, we are in September, getting ready to go into the second week of September, which means, that the batteries are starting to get low. Meaning, we're right at about, for some of us who don't do all year round lawn care work and landscape work, but for the majority of us who stops right around the winter time, probably at about, depending on where you're at, right at about 30% battery charge left in the season. Stepped out a couple mornings recently and been down to the 60s. One morning we even got as low as like 58. So you already know the cool weather's on the way, so Mother Nature's about to do her thing and switch seasons. So guys, be prepared. So without further ado, just a few things I want to get off my mind, and hope you guys sit back and enjoy this video. Guys, I just really want to reach out and say again a big thank you to the ones that really support and show authentic love to the channel. Always leaving feedback, always leaving comments. I can't name everyone off the top of my head, but like I made a comment before in a video previous to this one, you can go in all of my comments and see exactly who is showing a lot of channel support, and it really means a lot. As I've posted recently, YouTube is a definite challenge when you feel that you're trying to put yourself out there and let people see what you do. And granted, there are several channels out here that is displaying pretty much a lot of the same thing. We're mowing, we're edging, we're blowing, we're trimming, we're doing shrub jobs, we're trimming trees. We're doing a lot of the same thing, and I think a lot of the point of view that you get from the channel is from the conversation that the actual person behind the channel is leaving, while speaking. But I'm just asking, for those of you who aren't subscribed to the channel, for those of you who aren't subscribed to the channel, and you enjoy what you see, just hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button. There was one point in time, earlier in this season, once I really started taking off doing a lot of videos, that I was getting good views. I was averaging a little over 100 plus. Sometimes I get over 200. There's one video that got over 1,000 views, and the likes were very well shown. I mean, the thumbs up button was being hit often. Guys, I'm just asking, I want my channel to grow, and there's some channels that I started alongside, and they have reached right about 4,000 plus subscribers easily, and other channels I'm watching how their subscriber count is going up, and it's like, what is the way to get the channel going? I started the channel I think a year ago, maybe a little more, a little less, I'm not 100% sure. But I have been sitting right at 300 pretty much subscribers for the longest, and where I felt a lot of people was giving a lot of positive feedback and relating to things that I was saying. A lot of people were sitting, the views versus the likes and the comments, they just don't equal out. And I'm just trying to figure out where exactly can there be a solution in the mix of all of that. Granted, I don't post frequently. Being solo, I can speak for myself personally, but for a lot of solo operators, it is kind of hard to pick up the camera and just try to video shoot every single time we're out, doing what we're doing. And a lot of the yards that we shoot, if we don't get anything new, a lot of the videos are going to be, repetitive at the same property. Maybe you're doing something different on that property when you drop a new video, but I think what I'm hoping for is what I talk about in the videos versus, also showing some out in the field work will get the channel to grow. And, Lawncare Family, like I said, has been great ever since I started this journey. But, and I'm not saying this to sound sad or depressed or anything, but I'm just saying the Lawncare Family has been there through this season, last season, running longer. This is the way I mix my gas. Or this is, what I do to keep my trailer going, up to car, all stuff like that. How to sharpen the chainsaw blade, how to sharpen the lawnmower blade, how to change the spark plug, change all that stuff is very important. And you never know your video, unless someone drops in a comment or hits a thumbs up, your video help them, find a solution to a problem that you are having. So guys, like I said, I don't drop a lot of videos as frequent as everyone else may have on their time on YouTube. But I'm just asking guys, it's free to subscribe, it's free to hit the thumbs up button, and show some love, comment. Positivity goes a long way with everyone. Everyone likes to feel some sort of feedback from what you're doing. A waiter at a restaurant would love to hear thank you for doing a good job. On top of that, making sure your drinks are cold, making sure you don't order anything else, etc. Cleaning the place out of the way so you can go back and get more food. Everybody loves to hear some type of gratitude in the show, especially if you're working. Some people, great. Everybody's not going to like or share whatever. That's, pretty much a given. But I'm just asking for those of you who enjoy and really, learn something from me. Just hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share it with someone else who may, have the same viewpoints on certain things. Like I said, I want this channel to be about mowing and growing, through the good and the bad times together. So, that's all I'm asking guys, is to please, let's help my channel grow. And there's other channels out there that are small channels that put out good content. Let's get all of us up to 1,000 subscribers, 2,000, etc. Everybody has some good point of view in their videos in the smaller channels that I can promise you, if you sit back and really thumb through, you'll find some type of knowledge and some type of wisdom to add to your journey, in any form of being an entrepreneur. So guys, like I said, I'm just asking, pretty much, please, if you're not subscribed, if you like what you're seeing, you like the conversations, you like the vibe, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I promise you, I'll try to keep providing that type of content just to keep it coming back. Guys, sit back and enjoy this oddly satisfying video, and I'll get back with you shortly. Guys, hopefully you're still tuned in, but one thing I want to talk about to wrap up this video is me personally. I think I'm pretty much ready for this season to be over with. I just need to have a pause in going out and servicing properties. This has been just, everybody has ups and downs in their daily life, and that's a part of being an adult. But this season has definitely been one challenging one. If it isn't for equipment failures and just random everyday life, I'm at a point now where I'm just ready for that winter recharge. Granted, during the winter there is jobs that can be done, and I may accept some of those jobs as the winter comes around. Major leaf cleanups is one of the common things, but you do still have some shrubs that grow and other odd jobs. So that's neither here nor there. But me personally, I think I'm ready for this season to go ahead and close out, just so I can get a pretty fresh reset. My mower, as I've been telling you guys, I haven't had any major problems out of it, but I guess I spoke pretty soon. I'm starting to have some hesitancy with my hydros when it comes to changing direction, and I know I have a belt that's kind of frayed. So this year, at the end of this season, I'm definitely going to send this mower to someone to have it, pretty much serviced and get it ready completely for 2024. Lord willing, and blesses us with a new year, new season to come, I'm going to have this more, pretty much hopefully back to tip-top shape. It's also kind of running hesitancy. I can tell when I have it idle low, it's starting to kind of skip a little bit. Maybe that has something to do with the plugs and the fuel filter. I got that stuff already, and I'm going to do it myself, so I can just save some funds, or I'm going to send it to someone that I know that works on small engines and let him do everything, and whatever he charges me, we just go from there. But I know with my Red Max trimmer, if you listen to the rest of this video, it's starting to run a little rich. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting it to crank now. I think what happened, and shout out to Cutter Squad Lawn Care, he just recently did a video on this. I think I over-riched my mixture. I didn't empty the jug and put just the bottle in and started off fresh with the accurate amount of gas in there. And I think I got it running just a little bit too rich. So what I'm going to do is burn that gas out. Hopefully, get my mixture ratio 50 to 1, correct. And hopefully that levels out my Red Max trimmer. I just can't foresee myself sending it to the shop right now to let them look at it because, the season is not over yet. Here in the South, we probably going to cut up until late October unless we get a really good cold snap. A lot of yards may go from bi-weekly to, once a month because the grass is going to just, start slowing down. But up until then, I just can't put anything in the shop right now because I don't have a backup mower. I was supposed to get that taken care of ever since the beginning of the season, but no excuse, I just didn't do it. But another thing, point on this is don't deny if you feel like you're overwhelmed during the season. It happens to the best of us. I'm just one to admit it. I was overwhelmed this season, and I ended up turning down some jobs because of it. Not only am I doing this, full-time, being an entrepreneur and running my own business, but I also work a part-time job, and therefore when the winter comes, if things keep going the way they're going, I'm going to just, bring in a majority of my income from a part-time job just to keep things, afloat until next spring rolls around. But don't deny if you're feeling overwhelmed. My advice would be take a deep breath, pray about it, and remember why we got into the lawn care game. Rather if it was just to go ahead and venture out and get into your own business, or if it just, brings you some type of peace. Just being outside, working outside, and doing, what we do. So hopefully that makes some sense, guys. I'll get back with you shortly to wrap this video up. Just keep watching. recently acquired property, commercial style. My plan is when the season does end and it gets cold out and the grass starts to die out for the season, I pretty much go dormant. Is to come out if I, have this for next season to get all of these cracks and crevices taken care of. This season it just did not provide enough time to get out here and get all of that done. Pretty much they wanted it just mowed and looking good, and so far no complaints. So pretty much doing what I'm instructed to do, and no complaints from the property owner. So yeah, I know some people take notice and make comments, but I'm letting you know now, it's already in the works to get a lot of that stuff pretty much handled during the cold season. But anyway, the last things I want to talk about, and then I'm gonna just let this video play out, is just work. Guys, one thing that I'm gonna have to address, ASAP with one of my clients is, this is a client I've had ever since I started cutting grass, but this client, I believe now I can say, just gotten just a little bit too comfortable with trying to be in contact. I made a comment to him earlier in the season about, hey, you don't have to call me. I know exactly when I'm coming to your side of town. You don't have to call me after 9 o'clock, which is a problem. After 9 o'clock, nobody wants to see their phone really ringing. For somebody saying, hey, can you come and cut my lawn the next day? Number one, I already have this person scheduled. It's a bi-weekly property. I only go on that side of town every 2 weeks. I know exactly when I'm coming there. So I feel it's like, okay, you got just a little bit too comfortable with me being your lawn care provider. So guys, if you have anybody that, I guess what I'm trying to say, that is, pretty much trying to take advantage or trying to run your business for you, go ahead and address it. And even if you've addressed it once and it still has not ceased, address it one more time. Always be mannerable and respectful on the problems that you have to address to your clients, because they hired you, so they also have the right to let you go. But also at the end of the day, we are all adults, and there is a certain amount of boundaries that you have to set, just to make sure your business is not interrupted by, people just trying to do the most and trying to push you around. Don't let that happen. But I'm going to have to address this issue that has arisen, which is this person has told someone, hey, I cut grass. And the first thing that they told me on the phone was, the yard is overgrown, but she's going to go ahead and pay you, to get it cut. And my response was, don't think that what you're about to pay me is going to cut it. I said, if the yard is overgrown and it's bad, it's going to take me some time, and what you're going to offer me may not cut it. And I think what they're trying to do is they told this person, this is how much I charge them every time I come out and cut. So he's probably going to charge you the same thing. And guys and girls, it doesn't work like that. And that kind of upset me a little bit, because first off, you've told someone that I'll cut their grass, and I haven't even talked to that person myself. Number two, you don't know my scheduling. And number three, give me the respect to say, well, let me find out, let me take a look at the lawn for them, and I'll give them a price myself. Don't just, self-subject them a price because that's what I charge you. It doesn't work like that. So that's a problem that I'm definitely going to have to address ASAP before this season is up, because if this person is going to be a client of mine next season, I'm going to have to address this. No more calling me after 9. No more calling me more than once. I seen you call me before. I know exactly what you want. And usually you call me right around that 2-week mark as if I'm going to forget, and I'm not. So I'm saying all that to say, guys, make sure you set good boundaries between you and your clients and get a mutual understanding in the beginning. And if things start to change a little bit throughout the season, just pull that person aside and say, hey, if they're at home, talk to them in person. Say, hey, I just want to address a few things with you. Or if they're better at texting, you say, hey, I want to shoot you a quick text and address some things that I've been seeing some changes I've been noticing that's kind of, getting me uncomfortable type of deal. So make sure you set boundaries and have people respect you as a business operator. Don't let them think they can push you over. And this isn't really mostly for the seasoned guys, because we face this as long as we've been in the business. But for the new people that tunes into this channel, make sure you have your boundaries up, but also be very respectful when you're doing this, because respect takes you a long way versus what any amount of money can. I learned that from my grandparents. You can have all the money in the world, and if you're a disrespectful person, you can lose a whole lot more being disrespectful than having all the riches in the world. And the last thing is, and this kind of may go against what I said earlier about the burnout, but guys, I'm telling this to myself as I wrap this video up. When you go out and service properties, just really try to enjoy the moments. Enjoy the simple moments that you're out there. Think about while you're out there mowing. Hey, I'm an entrepreneur. I run my own business. I'm successful. This time last year I had, let's just say, for example, this time last year you had 10 clients. Let's just say now that the 2023 season, you have 35 clients. You 20 more people onto your list. So 2024, let's just say you add another 5, and that is showing growth in your business, and showing gratitude definitely also helps when the hard times prevail, because they're going to come. Challenging times are going to come, but enjoying the moments while you're out there on each property, especially if it's a property that you was eyeing for a while, and you finally got that phone call, or you finally got that text message, and you said, hey, this is what I'll charge for servicing your property. However you set the schedule, and you win that property, that's a win in your book. So yeah, just make sure you enjoy the process and do what you got to do all. Or even if you're working, I'll even say even if you're working, find some type of way to do anything that's stressing you out, and just let it go at that present moment, and just enjoy being outside in nature, mowing these properties or doing these landscape jobs, etc. Just enjoy the little moment. If you're going through a hard time, whatever your practice is, praying and just asking for guidance in hard times, definitely be a positive advantage to your business. Guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Chatter, sit back and enjoy the rest of it. If you made it this far, like I said earlier, please just hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe to the channel. If you've been thinking about it, contemplating, if you really just want to show me some support, outside of just the comments, hit that subscribe button. It's for free. I promise you it's free. The thumbs up button is just as free as well. And guys, I really want this channel to grow, and I hope you guys take something away from this video. This is Simon from Grant's Lawn Care. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be safe out there, and I'm out of here. Peace out.